Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Children of the Pines, and this is a new psychological horror thriller coming your way from writer-director Joshua Morgan. And this film focuses on Riley, who's encouraged to come back from college to see her estranged parents, who are oddly super close with her ex-boyfriend now, and they have these strange children in their home, and it's like, where'd they come from? This film has some interesting ideas, some conceptual things that it's trying to navigate, and some supernatural elements that are incorporated into the story that have a lot of potential. This is also dealing with some really rich and impactful themes of trauma and what that generational trauma can do in terms of parental relationships, in terms of how it could push people away and open those doors for estrangement, and how we process our past, bringing up the what if we could go back and, re-experience things. Now, I feel like all of these things have so much potential. I do feel like the performances are a little hit or miss. I do feel like Kelly Tappan, who plays Riley, our main character, gives a strong, anchoring central performance that holds a lot of this down. I do feel like there's some other elements in this film where some of these performers are a little shaky, a little unconvincing. I do feel like some of these characters are a little too one-dimensional to add much to the proceedings, and that's a challenge because this is trying to navigate some complex issues, but they have some oversimplified characters that make it a little bit harder to navigate the complexities of it. Structurally, this film feels really off in terms of, there's some strange, weird, culty kinds of elements to this film. And when they're just forcibly injected into the main story here, it feels so off and strange. I feel like this film really relies upon sitting in a space, people talking at each other, and it could get long. The first hour of this film feels like it's such a chore to try to sit through and really get through all of this setup in terms of what this film is trying to leverage. Sure, you get to the climax of the film and it all comes to a head, becoming more complex, but then how it spells out its themes and its ideas at, word vomiting at the audience, isn't the most engaging approach to doing this. I feel like this film feels very limited in how it's framed and told. I think it doesn't do the right justice to the ideas and themes that this film is trying to convey. But at the end of the day, I do think that it has some interesting things to say. It has different approaches. I think it has a very unique way of processing its themes. I just feel like the execution of a lot of these things feels a little flat and does not have the oomph, that impact that something navigating these themes should have. And in the end, I feel like this is a bit of an inert approach to trying to tell this story with these themes within this genre. Because also, it's never truly really scary. And it gets super on the nose kind of horror-y at times with this cultish element that just feels so tacked on in terms of how it tells the story. But those are my thoughts on Children of the Pines. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.